Yo, I'm excited to do this. I'm generally excited just to sit here for the next 15 to 20 minutes talking to you about what I've accomplished over the last 115 days. The short story is I was going to be homeless. I didn't have anywhere to stay. And I have my product, PenFlow Plus, that I want to get into stores. And I thought about what do I need to do? And I'm taking a lot of this from small notes because when I wrote the book, I looked at what's the smallest step I need to do in order to get it's direction action support, the DOS system. What I was SAD, SAD, and I wanted to flip it around. So how do I not be sad? I have a direction that I need to go, the action that I need to take, and the support that I need to say in order to get there. The direction that I needed to go was sell more of my product. The action I needed to take was get a car. Well, I don't have enough money for a down payment, and I can't sustain the high percentage of my income to facilitate a car payment as well as a place to stay. So I looked online and I found an Uber rental. I took the last $600 that I had, bought a bus ticket, took a bus down to Orlando, took an Uber to the Uber car, and gave the guy $500. And for that, I got a car for a week. There's a $100 deposit and $400 per week. And every Saturday, I need to give the guy $400. I was able to set up Uber. I couldn't get the driver to work, so I had to do Uber delivery, which I absolutely hated. And I, within a week, was able to give the guy another $400. So every week, I was living $400 to $400. And the first week was stressful, and I was still working within a restaurant. And that first week, I worked Saturday, Sunday in the restaurant to make sure I could secure my $220 per day. Like, okay, at least I can pay for where I'm going to stay. Granted, it was an SUV, a little bit more space. It was okay. After my first week, that Sunday I finished work, and then I turned on Uber just to make some more money. And I got a ride from where I live in Gainesville down to Orlando, and it was $150. And I was like, holy shit, man, I need these long rides. While I was in Orlando, I just decided, okay, let's keep it on. And Uber is not the amazing thing. It's between $20 and $30 per hour. If you take in consideration the gas that goes into it, you got to work a 12-hour shift. Exponentially, it works itself out. But what happened over the next 6 weeks in that car, let's just extrapolate it out, right? I worked 16 weeks in Uber rentals. So every week I had to pay $400. And in that, I was able to, my start date was March 28th. It became evident that I needed to make a change here. What I decided to do was, today's July 21st, so out of 115 days, we are in the state of Florida. Wow. I went to all of these cities, Ubering from city to city, and during the day, I would sell my product at smoke shops, at dispensaries. I was able to go to conferences, night markets, farmers markets. I booked a podcast. I was able to everything I could possibly do. Everything. 33,000 miles I traveled in the past 16 weeks inside the state of Florida. And it's not exactly mapped. I did 300 miles to 500 miles every day driving. I know that seems crazy. How does this guy actually do that much? I wake up in the morning and then I just drive. Like, I go from shop to shop, sometimes 20 shops, and 20 shops, 10 dispensaries, and then I drive 12 hours a day. But with an Uber rental, the craziest one is when I drove down to Key West. I wanted to go to the southernmost point to start my Unclog America Tour 2026. I was able to save up slightly some money, and I got a new car. Again, I thought about what's the best probability for me to get what I needed. The whole idea is for me to get eyes on the product. PenFlow Plus it's a tool that unclogs vape carts. Might seem stupid, might seem simple, but for those people that try and hit carts and rip pens, when they're clogged, it's extremely annoying. Some people don't have the muscle structure to actually unclog it. It actually does get that clogged. There's cities up north where it's cold for 5 months out of the year, and those things, because they're viscous, get clogged. This PenFlow Plus tool can unclog it within 3 to 5 seconds. Any cart, 2 customizable tips, one that fits a cylinder, the other one that fits disposables. So again, $29.99 for the price of one cart. You can unclog anything. It works great for dispensary owners. If you keep it as a tool, underneath, if somebody comes in as a customer, they're like, hey, my cart doesn't work, I need a refund. You then can take out PenFlow Plus from under the counter, behind the desk, take it out, put it on their unit. It unclogs it. You then sanitize it, right? Give it back to the customer and say, it works just fine. I'm not going to give you a refund. I have an amazing customer up north in Canada. He bought one. A week later, he called me, Steve, I need 10 more. So he took his 3% return issue and brought it down to 0. He doesn't do refunds anymore because of the cart, because of PenFlow Plus, the cart unclogger. So Florida is not a recreational state. So how do I get my product into other recreational states? I tried going through Facebook markets, Facebook groups, DMing people, cold messaging. And a lot of it I get is just like these random messages on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. And you're not going to respond to them, especially some influencer that has 1,000 to 5,000 followers. I'm just some random person. Okay, well, how do I get my eyes specifically in the people that I needed to get to? I started stopping in small cities and going and say, hey, I'm in your town. Tell me what smoke shop you want me to go to. And that garnered a lot of support. Small towns where people are like, dude, that's my store. Like, FYP, this is way too local. So, okay, Unclog 2026. I'm going to go to all 20. I'm going to go through 25 out of the 26 rec states. I'm not going to drive up to Alaska unless I get a lot of support there. If you guys really want me to go, I'll drive up there. But it's a huge trip for a non-secured distribution contract. If I drive up and I'm going to get a large sale, absolutely I'll go. And I don't want to say do this because of this, but I have to think about myself as a person. So I bought a 2024 car, low mileage, warranty. Okay, so if I'm going to be driving around, there's a problem with the tire, the engine, the blah, 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 whatever, I'll be able to get it fixed. Good. Okay. I'm going to be going up through the regions. So beginning, I'm going to go to Northeast as well as the Midwest. Big key points are going to be New York, Chicago, Detroit. The reason why the middle ground is going to be Las Vegas is on the end of August is Champs. It's a huge B2B conference in Vegas for smoke shop owners. Once I get there, I really do feel as though I'm going to have secured contracts with 1,000 to 5,000 units at a time. After that, I'm going to be doing the West Coast. I grew up near Seattle, so I'm going to be spending a bulk of my time there. Also, I lived in a lot of the mountain states, so I want to spend time and see friends. Going down through the Southeast, Southwest. Then I need to take a week break, and I'll resume going through the South and up through the Carolinas, completing a 90-day in the hopes to hit all 48 contiguous states, unclogging carts. And what is it? What's my slogan? Clogged again, never again with PenFlow Plus. But all of this coincides with my book, Small Notes Win. I was extremely depressed this time last year. July of 2025, I could not vocalize my depression. I couldn't even say the word help. It wouldn't come out. And through positive reinforcement and small encouraging notes to myself and rewiring the brain thoughts, I took negative thoughts and turned them into positive encouragement. I've been sober for over 200 days. And that's a huge thing for me. I'm dealing with everything's not a roadblock anymore. For those of you that get depressed, it's not some big stressful moment. Every day is just a hurdle. It's a small speed bump. It's not, oh my God, the end of the world. And part of why I want to do this big tour is that I'll finish at the end of October. It will have been 11 months since I hit publish on PenFlow Plus, my product. My patent is still holding. But at that point, I will have gone some 50,000 miles. I put in a whole calendar year of effort towards a product that is new. And a lot of people, while they're excited about it, they feel as though that it's not needed. I don't know if I should even just keep it in, just keep rolling. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is that I can be manic and hyper focused in what I think is a great source of energy. But there needs to be means to an end. Like I'm not psychotic. If the product does not garner any support up until then, at some point I need to just hedge my bets and be like, okay, enough's enough. But I want to make sure that I put in 100%. If I say I'm going to do it, I want it to be like, look, man, I traveled across the country trying to sell my product. It didn't go. So at no point do I say it wasn't because of. I can't be like, if I had a car, like I figured out how to have a car. I can't say I didn't meet the right people, because I did. I tried to meet the right people. I know that the next 90 days I will put in the effort to meet other people. It won't be by lack of effort. It'll be by it just not the right thing. I've already gotten offers from other brands to be their spokesperson. I've gotten offers from businesses to push their product. And I told them, I was like, look, I can't do two things at once. I'm going to focus my effort on this until November. Once I'm able to get this secured, where I may have a sales team, I have order fulfillment, I have a team behind me that can work on the product without my presence needed at that, I'm all for working with you. But I can't bring yours on while also giving 100% effort to mine. That's my TED Talk. I believe in you.